welcome to part 2 of the Aikido2. I forgot to mention in the last video a little bit of etiquette. You should always start and end each training session, and if you are training with a different partner every time, a different type of bowing. Normally you could bow at the beginning and end of a session from Seiza, which is what I'm sitting in now, and we say
Onegashimasu,
which just means let's work well together, let's teach each other, and me making this video is actually helping to teach me. So thank you very much for those out there that have an interest in this. So continuing with the Aikido2, the next portion is, and I'm going to leave my hakama like this the whole time so that everybody can see my feet, is a series of pushes. Now, I'll turn sideways for this. These pushes are a way of transferring energy, and instead of where we were moving before with shoulders square, now we're gonna end up in a position known as Hanmi. Hanmi is with the feet like I showed you before, a 45-degree angle, and I'll show you that from different angles. But instead of your shoulders being square here, now whichever arm you're leading with, your shoulder is going to come forward just slightly. Your back shoulder is going to be pointed away from you. Your center is now going to move from straight ahead to slightly about 45 degrees off to your right or left, depending on which way you're facing. Now, the reason for that is if you think about it, if you go up and push something on a wall, if you're squared up like this and you're pushing on it, you're causing tension to travel right back through your shoulder, and all that tension ends up directly in your shoulder. As opposed to if you have a good support structure, slightly offset, then you're causing the tension to travel all the way from your hand through your arm, down your back to your spine, and all the way back down to the earth. So you're literally, when you end up with a good movement, you have the whole power of not just your body, but the force of gravity and the power of the earth behind you. And done correctly with these movements, with this type of push, and if you are able to lock someone's spine with it, or make the correct type of connection with the right timing, there's no one that's going to be able to stand up against that kind of attack. It's just not going to happen. They're going to be blown backwards, or take a good fall if they know how to do it. So this series of movements is as follows. The hand's going to come straight up to about face level, and you're going to imagine projecting through the palm of your hand, and the target point for practice purposes is right here on a person's chin, just below the lip, where you have that nice groove. You can fit a palm in there nicely. That's a connection point to the whole spine. Yeet, yeet. Back up a little. San, sheet, and the next push, after you do a push with each arm to the front, is now going to go to your left, and then to your right. So, from behind, practice with me real slow. Each, knee, san, shi, go, rook. And remember, when you end up in the final position here, after you unweighted your knee and slid, you're not going to turn here, but just start to drop this knee, and you're thinking sink all the way through, and then sink again. were to keep doing these movements and never recover, I would end up getting lower and lower to the ground until I finally fell. So you have to figure out a cycle in your body of how to move, sink, and then recover. You can notice my center rise right at the end as I recovered to prepare for the next movement. One more time. Each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, sich, hach. Now the next set of movements is going to add a little bit of a parry to the arm movement. Rather than just coming straight up, the arm, as you move forward, is going to come up and out and over across your whole body from outside to in. This is a wax on, and end up back at the center. So what this is doing is a clearing motion, not necessarily to block or get something out of your way, but if there's an arm or something else, a punch coming in, you're clearing that and connecting at the same time, crunching everything together and destroying the person's posture. You should not thumb out like me. It's one of my problems. Keep your thumbs in, nice and tight, but relaxed. Again. So that's the movement I'm doing. To demonstrate, it'll look like this. Each, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hach. You're keeping your breathing constant and even. Breathe out as you push, breathe in as you recover. It's not really, there's no set breathing pattern to these, but you do want to keep a nice natural breathing pattern. Your breath is very important to how you transfer energy and how you connect to other people. The final set of movements that I'm going to go over for this particular video, instead of going outside to in, now you're going to go inside to out. Your hand's going to come up, palm up this time, come across your body, make it nice and big for beginners so you have everything going inside to out and end up shoulder level, the same target in mind, but now you've cleared something to the outside. So you've moved inside to out, circle. Same here. Real slow, my camera's not keeping up that great. We're just a webcam camera. Hopefully I'll be able to redo these with a better camera pretty soon. To demonstrate, each, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hach. Follow along with me. Each, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hach. Okay, now there's one more set of pushing movements. I'm going to try to fit it in on this video. This time, instead of your hand coming straight up, you're going to think curve is going to make a sickle with your hand. It's going to come up and curve at this angle. But notice how my arm didn't even come straight up like this. It also cut. Think of your arm as a cutting tool that cut through. And you'll see it better when I do the full motion. It's going to cut this way. And then when I recover, I'm going to invert the palm and bring it down. Now it's very important to watch my feet in conjunction with those arm movements, because it's not the same forward to backward movement. My foot is also going to follow an arc on this movement as I move forward. Each, move back. Now, as I recover and invert my hand, I'm not going to step all the way back, but pivot 45 degrees and then redirect. And that's just a simple push, except with your hand palm up. And then back to center. From the other side, so basically the angles come front, back to 45, and then 90. Try it with me from behind. Each, relax, pull back, push out 90. Go, rook, siege, hatch. Try that one more time just to make sure I get good video coverage of it. Each, ni, san, shi, go, rook, siege, hatch. Okay, now I'll stay facing away and we'll do all 4 of those movement sets together. Each, ni, san, shi, go, rook, siege, hatch. 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 いいですね. Very good. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. I'll see you in the next video.